Hey you guys, and welcome to day 5. So today's affirmation is, I love who I am becoming. Yes, I do. You are a work in progress, and as you get closer to your goals, it's important to acknowledge the person you are becoming. You may not be where you want to be, but you are not where you used to be either. That's an accomplishment that deserves recognition. Take the time now to explore who you are becoming and write a letter to her praising her for all her personal growth. So again, today's affirmation is, I love who I am becoming. And I do. So I can look back last year, 5 years from now, even 10 years from now, maybe even 20 years from now, because I'm 40. 20 years ago, oh my gosh, I was so young. I had a baby. I was living with my boyfriend. I was in school. I had a little job. We had our own apartment. But I was not in the good, well, I thought I was in good space at the time, because I'm 19, 20 years old. But I can see, I know I see my growth from that 19-year-old mom to now. Like, I am not who I used to be. I'm gonna do 5 years. So 5 years ago, not even 5, let's say 6 years ago, I was so just okay, which is no problem. Working my 9 to 5, coming home, being with my kids, watching TV, hanging out with my girls, hanging out with my little boo thing, and I was good. But I learned that it was more that I wanted to do, I needed to do. I had a purpose, and I started and I realized, that my 9 to 5 was not enough for things that I wanted to do in life, the things that I needed to do in life, the things that I want to have. My job was not providing for that. So I did start a business. So me being an entrepreneur started, I think I was in 2018. I started my notary and loan signing business, notary, loan signing business. So, and then when COVID hit, we was on lockdown, and I started learning how to do digital products like wall art. So I started selling on Esty, party favors and crafting, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So before, I wasn't into it like this, and I was okay with just having my little 9 to 5 and working, but not even calling these a side hustle, but just me being able to explore my other talents and I'm making a profit from it. And not just making a profit for it just to be like, that's my main goal, but just to express my creativity and my skills. And I also like to teach other people too. So I love the person who I have become even 5 years ago. And 10 years ago, I got divorced 12 years ago. So when I was married at one point, I was not in a good space. Like, mentally, it was not good for me. Like, we great as co-parents now. Our children are 20, 18, and 16. So, they're big now. But at that time, it was really hard for me, like, mentally draining. And I did not like who I was becoming, who I was. Like, it was not a good Shemaiah. And I didn't like that for myself. I really didn't. So when I was able to, when I got divorced and I was like free, I felt good about myself. I went back to school. I was 28 when I went back to college, and I finished in 4 years my bachelor's and master's degree. And I was just on the road. I was like, girl, you doing a damn thing. And I was so happy with the person I was becoming at the time. So it was like this new divorced single mom taking care of her kids. I mean, yeah, I still say I was single. I'm single because I'm not remarried. But I mean, he's still a great father. So I wasn't doing everything on my own. Like, as far as the kids, he was still always there. But just living on my own, I haven't lived on my own at all. That was my first time living on my own, paying all my bills by myself, taking care of the kids, in the household by myself, except when they was gone on his days and weekends. But I can see back when I was 25 years old, I did not enjoy that life. I was not enjoying that space. So I love who I am becoming now. Who I am now, and I love who I am becoming in the future, because even now that I'm 40, there are some things that I'm working on that I want to be better at, that I want to achieve and accomplish. And today is January 7th, and December 31st, 2024, I know I'm going to be a changed person, because right now I'm working on myself. I'm working on my self-care, self-growth, personal development, and just even there are some things that I did fall back on that I'm not proud of. I'm just like, I have to cut back on some things, especially like the music I listen to. I'm getting closer to God, my spiritual journey, just the thing, cussing. I'm trying not to, I don't cuss as much, but cussing is cussing. So I'm trying to lay back on that. Just the things that I listen to, surround myself by. I don't even watch TV. Like, I used to love my reality TV shows, and I don't even find interest in watching them anymore. I think I've grown that right now. I may hear it or see things on social media, like little clips of it, but that's about it. It's not like, oh my gosh, I gotta watch, this TV show now. I'm not giving up my Law & Order SVU yet. I don't think so. But certain things I just don't, it doesn't bring any joy to me. It doesn't bring any purpose to me. So I let that go. Even people in my life, not to be like, and there are nobody or anything like that. It just doesn't bring me, it doesn't serve me anything, no purpose, no nothing. It doesn't bring joy or anything. So I'm learning to let things and people go in my life to become a better person. So it says, that's an accomplishment that deserves recognition, right? So be happy with who you are, even from a week from today, a month from today. Like, if anything, if you change, like for instance, I don't drink sodas. I may drink a soda every blue moon. That's an accomplishment for me. Like, I used to love Pepsis, like drinking morning, noon, and night. And that now I'm drinking my water all day, every day, So that's an accomplishment for me. It's making me healthy. I feel better in the morning, throughout the day. So that's a big accomplishment for me also. It says, take the time now to explore who you are becoming and write a letter to her, praising her for all her personal growth. So I didn't write it in yet, and I'm going to write in it before I go to bed, because tomorrow, since I'm an educator, we go back to school and we work from our winter break. So I'm going to do this before I go to bed and pray. And I'm just going to embrace who I am becoming. I'm excited because I have all my goals and plans. Not just my goals like posted out, but I have a plan. I have like the steps I'm going to do and I'm going to take to become the better person I can be for myself, for my children, for my community, for my students, anybody, and people that's in my life, And I'm so excited for that, So yes, I'm happy. I'm glad I grew and not the same person. I was not a bad person when I was 20. I was, 20 years old. How we think. But I'm so happy the growth that I had from that age to now, especially as a mother. So I'm excited. So see you tomorrow for day 6. Yes, day 6.